In the vast expanse of the Central Asian steppes, where the horizon stretched endlessly under the arching sky, a young boy named Hulagu came into the world around the year 1217. Born of noble lineage, he was the son of Talyui, the youngest son of the legendary conqueror Genghis Khan. Little is recorded of Hulagu's early years, but it is presumed he was raised amidst the nomadic customs and harsh realities of life on the steppes, where survival depended on strength, resilience, and a keen understanding of the art of war. As he grew, Hulagu would have absorbed the traditions and skills passed down through generations of Mongol warriors. From his father and the esteemed figures of his lineage, he would have learned the ways of leadership, the strategies of battle, and the importance of loyalty to one's kin and tribe. In the annals of history, Hulagu Khan would later emerge as a formidable figure in the chronicles of conquest. His campaigns in the Middle East would reverberate across continents and echo through the ages. Among his most notable exploits was the sack of Baghdad in 1258, a cataclysmic event that spelled the end of the Abbasid Caliphate and forever altered the course of Islamic history. Though shrouded in the mists of time, the legacy of Hulagu Khan endures as a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Mongol Empire and the enduring impact of its conquests. From the boundless steppe to the heart of the ancient world, his name would be etched in the annals of time, forever remembered as a force to be reckoned with on the stage of history. At the command of Monk Khan, the great Khan of the expansive Mongol Empire, Hulagu embarked on a historic expedition in the year 1253. His mission, to assert Mongol dominance over the Islamic territories of the Middle East. Undeterred by the magnitude of the task ahead, Hulagu Khan, then at the seasoned age of 36, mustered a diverse and formidable army. Persian, Georgian, and Chinese siege engineers united under his standard, their collective expertise in warfare complementing the ferocity of the Mongol warriors. With banners fluttering defiantly in the wind and the thunderous rhythm of war drums echoing through the valleys, Hulagu Khan led his forces westward, steadfast in his resolve to claim victory in the heart of the Islamic world. His first campaign was capturing Fort Alamat. In the mountainous expanse of northern Persia, nestled amidst craggy peaks and rugged terrain, stood the formidable fortress of Alamat. This stronghold, perched atop a steep precipice, loomed as a sentinel over the surrounding landscape, its strategic positioning rendering it nearly impervious to conventional siege tactics. Alamat was not merely a bastion of stone and mortar. It was the heart of the Ismaili sect, better known as the Assassins. Emerging in the tumultuous 11th century as adherents of the Ismaili branch of Shia Islam, the Assassins gained notoriety for their audacious and often lethal methods of political intrigue. Under the enigmatic leadership of the Old Man of the Mountain, they wielded influence from their mountain fastnesses in Persia and Syria, with Alamat standing as their most renowned stronghold. Despite their ruthless reputation, the Assassins espoused a complex ideology and organizational structure driven by religious fervor and political ambition. Loyalty to their cause was paramount, as they pursued their religious and political objectives with unwavering determination. Throughout the medieval era, the Assassins played a destabilizing role in the intricate tapestry of Middle Eastern politics, their actions sending shockwaves through the corridors of power. However, their reign of influence was brought to an abrupt halt with the arrival of the Mongols. In the grand sweep of history, amidst the tumultuous clash of empires and the echoes of conquest, one chapter stands out with remarkable intensity: the Siege of Alamat. Hulagu Khan, a figure of formidable prowess and strategic acumen, recognized the pivotal importance of capturing this fortress to solidify his control over the region and neutralize the threat posed by the Ismailis. In 1256, Hulagu Khan, at the helm of his unstoppable forces, descended upon Alamat. With resolute determination, Hulagu entrusted his trusted commander, Kitbuka Noyan, with the daunting task of leading the siege. Together, they marshaled their forces and laid siege to Alamat, their eyes fixed firmly on victory. For months on end, the fortress stood as a bastion of defiance against the relentless assaults of the Mongol forces. Amidst the thunderous roar of catapults and the pounding of siege engines, the defenders of Alamat, led by their fearless leader, braced themselves for the ultimate test of strength and resolve. Inside the fortress, tensions ran high as supplies dwindled and morale waned. Yet, the assassins remained resolute in their defense of their sacred home, their unwavering loyalty to their cause driving them to defy the onslaught of their besiegers. As the siege wore on, alliances were tested and betrayals unfolded amidst the chaos of battle. Some among the defenders sought desperate measures to save Alamut, while others remained steadfast in their commitment to resistance. In the end, it was the relentless determination of the Mongol forces that prevailed. After months of bitter fighting, the walls of Alamut finally crumbled under the relentless assault, and Hulagu Khan's victorious army stormed into the fortress. But amidst the ruins of Alamut, Hulagu Khan discovered more than mere stone and mortar. He found a legacy of courage and defiance, embodied by the assassins who had fought to the last breath. And in that moment, amidst the aftermath of conquest, Hulagu Khan realized the true cost of victory, a cost paid in blood and sacrifice. As the dust settled and the echoes of war faded away, Hulagu Khan stood victorious, his conquest of Alamut etched into the annals of history as a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to defy the might of empires. And thus, amidst the ruins of Alamut, a new chapter in the epic saga of conquest and adventure was written, leaving an enduring legacy that would resonate through the ages. In the year 1256, the relentless march of Hulagu Khan's forces reached a critical juncture as they achieved a momentous victory, the capture of the strategic fortress of Alamut, bastion of the enigmatic Ismaili sect known as the Assassins. With this triumph, Hulagu secured his eastern flank, fortifying his position as he pressed onward towards the heart of the Islamic world. Hulagu Khan was determined to conquer Baghdad after capturing Alamut. Despite the dangers ahead, he remained focused on his goal. With each step, his confidence grew. He knew the journey would be tough, but he was driven by the desire for victory and glory. With Alamut secured, Hulagu's army moved closer to Baghdad, marking the beginning of a significant chapter in history, a time when the fate of empires hung in the balance. In 1258, Hulagu's forces reached Baghdad, the capital of the Abbasid Caliphate, which was weakened by internal strife and had little hope of resisting the Mongol onslaught. Hulagu besieged the city and, after a brief but fierce battle, captured it. It was one of the most devastating events in medieval history, resulting in the destruction of the city, the massacre of its inhabitants, and the end of the Abbasid Caliphate. After Baghdad's fall, Hulagu continued his campaigns, subjugating much of Persia and Syria. He established the Ilkhanate, a Mongol state that ruled over Persia and parts of the Middle East for several decades. Despite his military success, Hulagu faced challenges from within the Mongol Empire. In 1260, his brother Monk died, sparking a succession crisis known as the Toluid Civil War. Hulagu supported his brother Kublai's claim to the throne, but the conflict dragged on for several years, weakening the unity of the empire. Hulagu Khan's legacy is complex. While he is remembered for his military conquests and the devastation he wrought upon Islamic lands, he also patronized learning and culture, contributing to the exchange of ideas between East and West during the Mongol Empire's rule. The Toluid Civil War was a conflict within the Mongol Empire that occurred from 1260 to 1264. It erupted following the death of Monk Khan, the Great Khan of the Mongol Empire, in 1259. Monk's death sparked a power struggle among his relatives, particularly his brothers, over who would succeed him as the new Great Khan. The conflict primarily involved the descendants of Tolui, the youngest son of Genghis Khan, hence its name, the Toluid Civil War. The main contenders for the throne were Monk's brothers, Kublai Khan, Hulagu Khan, and Erik Bok. Each had their own supporters and power bases within the empire. Kublai Khan, based in China, initially had the advantage due to his control over the wealthy and populous eastern regions of the empire. Hulagu Khan, ruling over the Ilkhanate in Persia and the Middle East, also had considerable military strength. Meanwhile, Erik Bok, backed by the traditionalist Mongol aristocracy, contested Kublai's claim from the western part of the empire. The civil war involved a series of military campaigns, diplomatic maneuvers, and political intrigue. Battles were fought across the Mongol Empire, from China to Central Asia, and even into the Middle East. After several years of conflict, Kublai Khan emerged victorious. In 1264, he defeated Erik Bok's forces and consolidated his power, establishing the Yuan dynasty in China and becoming the de facto ruler of the Mongol Empire. Hulagu Khan, who initially supported Kublai, played a crucial role in securing his victory. The Talyuid civil war had significant consequences for the Mongol Empire. It weakened the unity of the empire and contributed to its eventual fragmentation into separate khanates ruled by different branches of Genghis Khan's descendants. Despite the conflict, the Mongol Empire continued to exert influence over vast territories for several more decades. Hulagu died in 1265. He was 48 years old, possibly due to illness or poisoning, before the Talyuid civil war was resolved. He was succeeded by his son Hulagu Khan, who continued his father's policies of expansion and consolidation in the Middle East.